We live in a world where sharing is survival. A new outfit, a dinner plate, a perfect selfie. Everything must be seen to exist. But some people choose not to post at all. No selfies, no personal updates, nothing about their lives. It almost feels strange, like silence in a room full of noise. Why do they do that? Are they shy, insecure, or maybe hiding something? The truth is much deeper than that. Number 1, the need for privacy is a sign of control. Most people post because they want to be seen. Those who don't want to stay in control. When you post a photo, you give away a small piece of yourself, a piece that can be liked, judged, or forgotten. People who avoid this are not antisocial. They're protective. They understand how fast the internet turns personal moments into public property. They've seen how likes can decide someone's worth. So they choose a different kind of power, the power to stay invisible. In psychology, it's called self-boundary awareness. It's when you know exactly where your personal space ends and the world begins. These people guard that line carefully. They don't need validation from others to feel real. They prefer to be the observer, not the product. They scroll, they watch, they analyze, but they post rarely, sometimes never. And that quiet decision says something powerful. They are not afraid of being unseen, because to them, privacy isn't loneliness, it's freedom. Number 2, they fear misunderstanding, not exposure. When most people post online, they want to be understood. They add captions, emojis, filters, trying to control what others see in them. But those who stay silent have learned a truth. No one can fully understand you through a screen. They've been misread before. A joke taken seriously, a smile mistaken for pride. One photo, one word, and people decide who you are. So instead of chasing clarity online, they keep their meaning private. They'd rather be known deeply by a few than broadly by everyone. Psychologists call this selective self-presentation, a conscious choice to reveal only what feels safe to only a few. It's not fear, it's strategy. They understand that when you're constantly explaining yourself, you stop being yourself. Silence becomes their filter, and mystery becomes their language. To them, peace isn't being seen clearly, it's being misunderstood less. Number 3, they value connection over attention. For some, posting equals proof of connection. Likes mean friendship, comments mean care. But people who don't post think differently. They look for energy, not engagement. They care less about the audience and more about the few who truly listen. When they share, it's through quiet acts, a call, a walk, a message no one else sees. They invest where attention can't be counted. To them, real connection isn't public. It's private, personal, persistent. They know that online approval fades in hours, but understanding takes years. So they trade reach for depth. And in a world that measures love in notifications, they measure it in time. Because when you stop performing, you finally start relating. Number 4, silence as self-expression. To the loud world of social media, silence seems empty. But for them, silence says everything. Not posting is a statement. It says, I don't need to prove I'm happy. It says, my life isn't a show. In psychology, this is tied to internal validation, finding worth within, not from others. They don't reject connection. They reject dependence. They don't hide from the world. They simply don't let it define them. Their silence isn't absence. It's intentional space. A pause in a world that never stops talking. And in that pause, they protect something most people lose: their sense of self. People who don't post their photos aren't mysterious for the sake of mystery. They're just quietly choosing balance. In a world addicted to visibility, they've learned the strength of staying unseen. They're not disconnected. They're discerning. They're not hiding. They're holding. And maybe in a time where everyone's shouting to be heard, their silence is the loudest thing of all.